without losing their funding?
Well, first and foremost, I'm elected by the people of Lakeside, and so my job is to represent the district, represent those people who live here, and by the way, also not get the school district in a position where we're taking resources from our classroom for the kids. So one of the things that we do, though, is I truly believe it's my job to advocate for you. So when you have questions about state laws, it's your board's job to have those discussions in open session. And I see many familiar faces that have come to our board meeting, done public comment, said their opinion, and the board has then made decisions to ask those questions, whether it's of the state or pass resolutions like the one you see in your packet, to ensure that we're moving that ball forward. Now, I will tell you that sometimes the school district is locked in by state law, and there are bills that are passed all the time that do that. But that doesn't mean that the district cannot, one, pass a statement of intent, or two, say, you know what, we don't like this, and we're gonna go into the courts, and we're gonna go ask questions in the court, because that is the place where maybe some of these things can be adjudicated. And our district has done that before. We're doing that currently, because sometimes state law says, look, you can't do it, and if we pass something, the state will come in and say, we're gonna sue you, and then we have a teacher retention problem. I want to make sure our teachers are being rewarded and not we don't have to replace our teachers. So the key for me is, how do you strike that balance? And really it's about knowing what tools are in your toolkit. So in our case, the courts are a tool, a resolution like this saying, listen, our community will hear you and we're going to ask questions for you. So those are some of our tools that we use as a board.
So, when I look at it, you have parents, you have teachers, you have community members. What are the different perspectives? Do they all agree, or how do they differ in their opinion on how to move forward?
Well, certainly they don't all agree. I will tell you that. I mean, we all can't agree with our own families 100% of the time. So, but I think that from the parents' perspective that I hear the most about, it's numerous different issues. The first is the parents' rights issue that we hear all the time, and I think that's because it's such a hot button issue, not just in the state but in the nation. And so I think a lot of parents want to know what their rights are. They want to know that they have rights, and I'm going to tell you that parents have rights. That's why we included today all of the state education code about what parents have the right to do. And by the way, what our school districts do to support that. Now, what I will tell you is that all of these rights that you have, these notification requirements and all these things, they're included in an 85-page packet that's then sent to the parents at the beginning of the year. I'm sorry, but I don't know about you, but a lot of our parents work 2 jobs and are very busy, and 85 pages to get back in 1 day is not always reasonable. So so that's why we're having a discussion like this, that there are a lot of things parents have rights to. So just to cite a few of them, curriculum committees. Each parent or guardian has a right to be on a curriculum committee. Our district has a curriculum committee. You want to be on it, you can go on it. You want to see our curriculum, you can come and view it. You can see it. And by the way, before we approve any curriculum in my district, I read every single page of it to make sure that the concerns I hear from parents are heard. And I ask questions about it, whether of our administration or an open session at our board meetings. For those of you who've seen it, we ask questions about it. So those are the things that I hear from parents. But there's more than just parents' rights. There's the bullying issues that we have. And a lot of parents are concerned about how technology plays a role in that, how cell phones play a role in that. And you'll hear at the state level, they're looking at banning cell phones. And that's why our district just directed our team to do a survey asking our parents and our teachers about what that proposal would look like, because we already have board policies that address cell phone usage, right? So for us, it's about saying, okay, we want to hear our parents from them, and that's why we're doing a direct survey. Another thing that we hear a lot about is the vaping on school campuses, right? And so we have a lot of these issues that we can partner with the DA's office on and try to solve, because kids are sneaking in with vapes, and we just did a new drug dog program that we had a fun little assembly for our kids, and so that they could see all of those things. But the numerous needs of parents are just diverse. And then when you talk to teachers, they want to teach in the classroom. They don't like all the state discussion going on, and they want to just teach kids reading, writing, and math. And it's our job as the board to do the best possible way we can to shield our teachers so they can go and teach, while also, though, ensuring parents that there is a set of rules that we're going to protect their kids and talk to their kids about and discuss this stuff that adults should discuss without the kids being impacted in it. So that's one issue that our teachers have. The other issue that our teachers have, though, is about behaviors in the classroom. So after COVID, what we've seen, and actually when I first ran for the board, there was a story that I was told by some of the teachers, and it was about a boy with a stick, and he would take this very sharpened stick and he would walk around into the classrooms. And because of a recent state law about willful defiance, that teachers cannot say, look, if you bring a stick in, they can't remove you, right? So these things are happening, and so teachers are concerned for their safety.
Andrew, can you back up a little bit? I didn't know about this new rule. Can you explain a little bit of what the ratio?
The willful
Yes.
defiance law. So here's what the rule basically says from the state. So the state really wants to limit suspensions in the classroom. And they don't believe that suspension is the right way to have a student be punished, if you will. And so they say willful defiance, if a student says, hey, I'm gonna bring this stick into the classroom, and the teacher says, Jimmy, please don't do that, and he says, no, I'm gonna do it. The teacher, under current rules, has very limited things they can do. They have to go through a series of check boxes before they can remove the student. And then even then, the student is not necessarily suspended because the state does not want to see suspensions as a way to address behavior. So that's the rule.
Okay, thank you. That's gotta be a very